Good. You good, Colin?
Yeah.
All right, we'll let Coach give a statement and open it up.
Yeah, just really good competitive weekend for our guys. I think anytime you get a sweep, it's always a good thing, but when you get a 4-game sweep, that's even more special. And that's a competitive group over there. They're young, but they're really gritty. He does a good job of coaching those guys up. So it was a good weekend for our guys.
You guys had your first consecutive shutout since like 2017. What does that mean for the pitching staff?
Just means that we're going in the right direction. Had a little bit of inconsistency earlier in the series, but hopefully we got that all figured out. And I think Coach Dickinson had a good heart-to-heart with him, if you will. And after his conversation, things drastically changed. So it shows what we're capable of and what our expectations are. And we just need to find a way to make sure we're remaining consistent.
The offense today was very impressive, as it has been the last 2 days, even coming back from 12 down. What's that been like, getting the hitting back on track and where you would like to see the offense be?
I mean, it's huge. Obviously, you add Pierre and Durnan back to the mix, two guys that have been out for our first 12 or so games, and getting them back into the fold, allowing them to establish some rhythm. But the big thing for us was just guys being able to be consistent, stay in a plan, know what they want to go after, and just be aggressive in doing that. Don't get out of it. Don't let a bad at bat carry over to another one. Flush it. Learn what you need to learn from the previous at bat, and then make the adjustments. And I think that's what we're able to do all weekend.
Coach, 12 straight wins. I mean, what does that kind of do to kind of energize the team, especially with SEC play kind of approaching you?
I mean, everybody loves winning, right? So at the end of the day, winning is better than losing. And I think what I want to just make sure that we do is that we're focused on what we're doing to put ourselves in a position to win. And that regardless of who the opponent is, if you play the game the right way, you will always find yourself in that position. So we got Southern Indiana coming up on Tuesday. We need to focus on them. And then we'll turn the page after that Tuesday and get ready for Auburn and SEC play. But when you can go into SEC play and you're playing good baseball, that puts you in a much better position.
What are some of the things you touch on when you talk about, like, you want to put yourself in the best position to win games? What are some of the things that you kind of coach the team to do that?
Control the controllables, right? Throw strikes, have quality bats, play good defense. Play hard, play competitive. Have a team mentality. And if you do that, we're always going to be in a situation that's going to put us in a position to win, right? The game calls for what it calls for when it calls for it. And if you're a baseball guy, you know what that is. And so when that time presents itself, do your job. And if you do your job effectively, then we put ourselves in a good situation. And it really doesn't matter what the other team is doing. And so if we can just be there, and then if somebody doesn't get the job done, no big deal. Who's going to pick them up? Pitching's not good, are we going to pick them up on the offensive side? If the offense isn't good, are they going to pick us up on the pitching side? Defense always has to be good. Like, that's something that we always have to be able to make sure we're doing, and we've done a really, really good job of that. We have some mindless errors here and there, but for the most part, we play really, really good defense. And so if you're playing good defense and you're pitching, you're always going to put yourself in a position where you got a chance to win a game.
Brady with a really good outing. What was his working for him today?
Everything. He was getting ahead in the count. He was able to throw multiple pitches for strikes. The cutter, the change, the curveball, they were all working. He was moving the fastball in and out. Get a hit here or there, didn't frazzle him. He just went back and got the next guy out. So his ability to be able to do that and the change is a big game changer for him. And then Coach Dickinson added a cutter for him this year, and that's been really huge for him, just to give him something else to keep guys off the fastball. But when that guy's coming out and he's throwing strikes the way that he was, that's going to be the result.
You guys had 3 home runs on 6 pitches. What was your guys' reaction to the dugout?
I mean, you saw what the players' reaction was, right? Like, but that's the beauty of our lineup, is there's depth to it. And so you may get past one guy, but then there's another guy who can hammer you. And if you get past him, then there's another guy. And so we have that depth throughout the lineup, and the ability for those guys to bunt or run or hit with power or whatever the case may be. And so when you have a lineup like that and the pitcher on the opposite team has to focus and lock in and be in a high leverage situation in every hitter he faces, that takes its toll on guys. And so that's what we want to be able to do, is want to have that gang mentality when it comes to what we're doing from an offensive standpoint. We talk about putting pressure on the defense. We want to put pressure on the pitcher to throw the ball over the plate. If you throw the ball over the plate, we're not going to miss. And then when we put the ball in play, same thing there. So, yeah, that whole stretch right there was pretty cool.
What's been really working for you guys over this 12-game winning streak?
Belief. Just understanding what we're capable of, the things that we've been talking about for a long time now. And like I said, we're in year 3. We've had some guys that have been with us for a while. We've been preaching the same thing over and over again. It just took some time for guys to understand what that means and be in our system. And now that we've created that, I think we're going to be in a good situation moving forward. And we'll have our ups and downs, right? That's going to come. And so as long as they can hold true to that belief system, we'll be in a good spot.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach.